Hey there guys, this is Reckles with WTBGold, and before we begin our Aethril guide, I just had a little bit of housekeeping. 2 weeks ago, in the Legion Shuffle video, I asked you guys to send me the prices of different materials on your server, and whoever had the most profit potential would get a prize. Well, it was close, but Rubik's guy, he got a stack of 200 cloth for 20 silver? So that's just an astronomical return on investment. So good job. Send me a message. Let me know what server you're on, and I will get you a battle pet worth, what do you think, 50k? 50k sound fair for a nice little prize? All right, let's go. Let's talk about Aethril. Hey there guys, this is Reckles with WTBGold, and today we are continuing our epic quest for the best material farming spots in WoW. Today we're taking a look at Aethril. Aethril, while it is the cheapest herb, it's under-farmed. No one goes out and farms it because it's the cheapest, when actually you know where every herb node is. There's always one up. It has a really, really fast respawn rate. So this is actually the best, most profitable herb farm in Legion. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. So let's go. Let's do this guide. So, before we begin, as usual, we have to go over some of the prerequisites for Legion herbalism farming. First, use the Sky Golem because you can herb without dismounting this way. If you don't want to spend 50 to 100k on a Sky Golem, you can buy Demon Steel Stirrups and use those for the same effect. They cost about 2k. Worst case, get rank 3 Fraggle Rock and you'll just mount faster after herbing. Second, use the Legion Herbalism Glove enchant to increase your gathering speed. It cuts it down by about half, but if you have mining too, you're a dual gatherer, then use Darkmoon Firewater for the same effect. Third, be in tank spec if you can. You know those times where you're running around, you're gathering, and you aggro something, and all of a sudden you're running super slow for a bit, or you get dismounted? Well, that's called the dazed mechanic, and tanks don't get dazed. So, if you don't have a tank spec though, you can buy Stonehide Leather Barding for the same effect. This actually does increase the amount of gold per hour because you're not slow when you're running around. This is a big lap. Next, since it is a big route, increase your mount speed. Legion Pathfinding does this and stacks with the craftable Laystone hoof plates from blacksmiths. And finally, I recommend the add-on Gathermate for node tracking. Make sure to download the additional add-on Gathermate data so you don't have to manually gather all the nodes, you just import them. And you know what, with this herb in particular, I'm gonna say the routes add-on will help you out since you know where every single node is. Okay, so Aethril is the Azsuna herb, and this map works really, really well as a dual loop gathering route. So for odd laps, start at Fellblaze Ingress, head northwest to Chilbane's Terrace, and loop around north of Narthalis Academy on your way back to the start. This should take about 10 minutes and everything should respawn by the time you get back to the start. Then, for even laps, do the same, but do it a little bigger on the southern end. Head south past Illidari Strand for the bottom of the lap. The actual route is pretty simple, but rank 3 Aethril does something pretty cool, even though it took me, no joke, 5,000 herbs gathered to be able to get this. I've heard 6,000. Let me know if it took you longer. But every time you pick a Legion herb, you have a chance at a second herb node respawning immediately. So be on the lookout each time you gather and try not to AFK farm too much. There are also withered that can spawn, and these drop about 5 to 10 herbs each. If you just run this route with everything combined, each 10-minute lap will get you about 120 Aethril. But here's what I like to do. When you first get there, all the nodes are going to be up because no one ever farms Aethril. It's the cheapest herb, so they just think it's not worth it. So if you do one lap, just every time you go to Azsuna, as soon as you step into the zone or you do your world quest there, that first lap will get you 170 to 200 herbs. And each of these are cheap, but they're still 25 gold each. So that's 5k in 10 minutes. That's as many foxflower or starlight rose as you get in a full hour of farming. So you get 6 times fewer, and they only sell for twice as much. And since inscriptionists only really care about the cheapest herb, it'll sell almost instantly. This is the best herb to farm in Legion right now. That's really it, but it's worth mentioning that you can also get these from seeds planted in fertile soil. You get seeds while gathering once you have rank 3 Fellwort, and there's a guaranteed soil patch in every zone. There's the Talking Tree in Stormheim, the Grove of Cenarius in Val'sharah, there's the Ironhorn Enclave in High Mountain, and there's the Iron Grove Retreat in Sormar. When you plant the seeds, everything except Fellwort is phased. So you can use the 5-man group trick we talked about in Foxflower farming to farm here and multiply your results. It's a great trick for stocking up on guild banks. So, in conclusion, farm this lap non-stop until you get rank 3. That'll boost all your herb gathering production. And then after that, just do 1 lap every time you're in Azsuna. If you're struggling to pay for WoW, consider this method the easiest way to get an almost accidental WoW token. If you like this guide, make sure to subscribe down below and farm the hell out of that like button. Thanks for watching, and make sure to let me know in the comments what farming guide you want to see next Tuesday. Why do resto druids hate math? Because they just don't get square roots.